What's going on, guys? Sean Don coming back with a technical analysis. Here we have Brock for Phernetton, I believe it's pronounced. Throwing the discus. Yeah, one of these things. Let's do it. So let's take a look and see what it is. Okay, one more time. Okay, overall pretty decent. There's just kind of one glaring thing. So let's break it down and take a look. So overall pretty decent. Nothing wild, nothing too wild here. So wind up back over that right leg. Level shoulders, level hips, weight on the right leg, nice and planted, grounded, whatever you want to say. Very deep wind, not a big deal, so long as you do a good job of being patient and getting that discus all the way around you in the entry. Your biggest problem in the throw comes in the entry, right about here. I don't think you do a good enough job getting over that left side. So when you do have this big dramatic wind up and you're very over on this right leg, you need to make sure you do a good job of really shifting that weight over to the left leg in the entry. You do a pretty good job of working your left and your right side together, but you could definitely use more of this right leg to get over this left leg more, so get this left knee a little bit more over the toe and get this left shoulder out definitely out more over the toe. I think it's mostly about the shoulder, but the knee obviously kind of just gives you another point to cue on. So you want to make sure you get around this left side a little bit more. You want to think that this left side is kind of like a post or door hinge, or whatever you want to call it, and you want this right side to go around the left side without the left side pulling back or shifting back. And through here, it's still pretty decent, but this left shoulder still needs to get out more. But then you see that left side really pull back and across, and you can see your direction through the circle is going more down what would be the left sector line rather than through the middle to 180. I know most people don't really talk about degrees in discus and shot and stuff like that, but I think no matter what, you always want the energy of the throw to be in the direction of 180. I think that's a universal thing. So, like I said, knee out over the toe more, left shoulder out over the toe more. Really use this right leg to shift over this left leg. Get the weight around that left side. Push the discus around the left side. That's another thing that might help out. I know a lot of people try to leave the disc up and back behind them, but I find that if you try to just push the discus just a little bit in the entry, not like dramatically push it ahead of you like some people think, but just a little bit more bringing the disc around with you to the middle rather than leaving it behind you so dramatically, because it takes a lot of strength to pull the discus through the throw like that, just like it does in hammer. And I know I sound like a hammer guy who's coaching discus, but it's a lot of the same stuff, a lot of the same principles. You want to work with the discus, not have to work against it. So maybe, like I said, just get this disc a little bit more ahead, move it with that right hip, just slightly behind it instead of here. There's probably about 15 degrees of separation. Another thing that kind of affects your throw and the direction of your throw is this right leg in the sweep. So if you get over that left side, this left shoulder will be out, like I said, over that toe a little bit more. And then what you also want to do is try to really reach out with that right leg. Get a long right leg sweep. As you can see, this right leg's pretty bent through here, and it kind of stays bent all the way around. You want to try to get a little bit straighter, longer right leg sweep around out of the back. Think about kind of leading with the instep of the foot rather than the top of the knee, and that will help kind of reach out. I mentioned if there's a cone out here, you want to try to kick it with the instep of the foot like you would a soccer ball. So because this right leg is short, your entry is short, and then your direction of the throw, once again, like I said, the combination of that left side not getting over it enough and this short right leg is going to send you down that left sector line when you, like I said, you want to try to go around that left side and then forward straight through to 180. So get over that left side, straighten that right leg out, longer right leg sweep, and then you can see there's a little extension here in the left leg. Try to stay down, try not to get that extension. There's just a slight little jump. It's very subtle. It's probably not the biggest thing. I think the biggest thing is setting up that left side better and getting that right leg straight. This is just like an afterthought, so make sure you get those first two things down and then start working on this. So keep this left knee down, drop it down towards the ground rather than straightening it out and extending up off of it, because then you get just a little bit of air time, which is essentially deceleration. Right foot comes down, left foot comes a little bit high. Not bad though. Left arm comes down a little bit. I'd like to see maybe keep that left arm up a little bit more. Might help get you a little bit more stretch across the chest. Yeah, maybe try to get this left foot just a little bit lower, but that's, once again, an afterthought. That's like step 4. Since you do come up and then come down, you see a little bit of stall on this right foot. You can't really see because it's cut off on the video. But as you can see, there's not much right foot action going on here at all. Right foot comes down, and until that left foot comes down, there's not much. I mean, you can still use your right leg when it's like this, but I think you'd be a little bit more effective if you could get this right foot turning. You get that right foot turn, that right knee turn, and the right hip turn into the discus. What you do is just a little bit late and delayed. And then because the energy of your throw is going down this left sector line, you're going to see this left shoulder really pull open instead of being like a really strong, solid block and coming through. See that hip open, that shoulder open. You're kind of falling off to this left side instead of staying over that right leg. And you do a decent job of staying grounded. Only like 1 or 2 frames before the disc comes out of your hand. But then, yeah, you can see once again all of your energy is kind of still going over to this left side rather than going straight out. So, yeah, I think not jumping out of the back and then having better direction in the throw will help this left side block a little bit. Stay grounded a little bit more and then finish out, not up. So, yeah, lots of little things to work on. Like I said, the 2 biggest things, getting over that left side out of the back with that long right leg sweep. Go around the left side and then straight forward through the circle. Really cutting across there. You can see, if you look at the right leg and the hip, you can really see it come across the body rather than going forwards. And then, yeah, like I said, keep that left arm up and then stay grounded and have a little bit more solid block. Really falling away from the throw there. So definitely some things to work on. But overall, not too shabby. Posture is pretty good. Your hips are underneath you. Your shoulders are level for the most part. Just got to set up the system a little bit better. So, all right, Brock, let me know if you have any questions. If anybody out there would like a technical analysis, go to SeanDonnelly.biz and sign up. Oh, wait. I'm going to be redoing my website, so don't do that. I don't know. Shoot me an email. sdonnelly757@gmail.com. And we'll make it happen. All right, so, oh, man, been up since 6:30 this morning. I'm tired. All right, well, I'm rambling. Goodbye.